call for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time, be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On play action, Wentz. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Check. 36-yard line. 57. 5. We own it.
From the 36, Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Here's Darkwa. And some room to run now. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Orleans Darkwa. His third touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will... not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
It's going to be a long day.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Go, go. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. Don't get nervous.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here, because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. They start the drive with Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. If they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Wentz now on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Wentz now to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively, that they want to insist on going in that direction, make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. And this is Cook with a grab. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
82, hey, let's go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Gurley again here on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Man, that's triangle.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Flushed out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Jackson. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Go. 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Hey, come on, now. Come on, now.
So that'll back him up 5. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line. Waiting. Kill.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
On 1st down, Wentz. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson going to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion. Force an incompletion and force another punt.
And this will be taken at the 13. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep is Micah Hyde. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or 2, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Play action. Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 14. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Wentz now on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's 6-6. Pull it hard.
They run. Cook. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Working from the gun, Wentz. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Wentz going to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Again, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll run for it. Cook. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
74.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go now. Come on, go to base. Come on. Hey, get in the weight room.
On first down, it's Gurley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Let's go.
On 2nd down and 4. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Gurley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Todd Gurley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and they're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Watch the boot.
Another carry now for Gurley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Escaping the pressure right. He gets it to Gurley, complete. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Looking long for Westbrook. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
I'm coming. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
4th down, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Vinny Curry, the defensive end, got there off the edge. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds Cook. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Cook. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
That'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Jackson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. They try right side here. Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it second and 12. Here's Jackson. Looking long for Westbrook. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On third down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Dumps it off to Gurley. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Gurley on first down with no blocking help there as he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1. Again they run with Gurley. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Flush to his right. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They run it again with Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
It's a gain of 10. And the Steelers.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Tyson. X3. 218. Chopper.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Jackson back in. To get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run again now with Darkwan. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the run, Darkwan. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Darkwan. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Now Darkwan. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The tackle made by Bobby Okereke.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Pittsburgh, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore.